All right, let's talk about something that has completely, and I mean completely, changed the tech world: cloud computing. Why is it everywhere? We're going to break down the 6 core advantages, pulling straight from the thinking at AWS to really get why this is such a revolution.
So let's just imagine for a second, you've got this killer idea for a new app. You're super excited, you're ready to get it out into the world. But before you can even think about the code, what's your number one biggest cost going to be right out of the gate?
For the longest time, the answer was always the same. It was this: a massive, super expensive server room. You had to go out and physically buy these powerful computers, these servers. Then you had to find a place to put them, keep them cool, keep the lights on 24/7. It was a huge, huge upfront cost before you even had a single person using your app.
Yeah, that was the old way of doing IT. A world full of enormous fixed costs, a ton of high-stakes guesswork, and everything moved so slowly. And that really brings us right to the very first and maybe the most important advantage of the cloud. It flipped that whole financial model on its head.
This right here is the first big shift. Instead of that giant fixed expense, you get to trade it for a variable one. So instead of buying all that hardware and just hoping people show up, you're essentially renting computing power. You only pay for what you actually use, kind of like your electricity bill. For any business, big or small, this is an absolute game changer.
And that leads right into advantage number 2. You get to benefit from massive economies of scale. Think about it. A cloud provider like AWS isn't just buying a few servers, they're buying them for hundreds of thousands of customers. They get a way, way better price than you or I ever could. And guess what? They pass those savings right on to you.
Okay, so we've got the money side of things covered, but the third big advantage is all about operations. It's about getting to stop all that dangerous guesswork about capacity. The cloud just lets you build a whole lot smarter.
So in the old days, you had to guess how many servers you'd need. And if you guess too low and your app suddenly gets popular overnight, bam, the whole thing crashes. Your new customers see an error screen and you might lose them for good. All that potential just gone.
But here's the other side of that coin. What if you guessed too high, just to be safe? Well, now you've just spent a small fortune on these powerful machines that are just sitting there. They're idle, basically collecting dust. That's money that could have been spent making your product better.
And this brings us right to advantage number 4. You get to focus on what actually matters, not the heavy lifting. You can scale up, you can scale down in minutes. So you're free. You can stop worrying about racking servers and managing data centers, and instead put all that time and energy into what makes your business special: your customers.
Now, when you have that kind of intense focus on your customers and your product, it leads directly into our 5th advantage, and this one is all about speed and agility.
I mean, the difference in speed is just staggering. It used to take weeks, sometimes months, to get new IT resources. You'd have to order the gear, wait for it to show up, install it, the whole shebang. With the cloud, it is literally just a few clicks away. Your developers can have new resources ready to go in minutes. This means you can try new things and build new features at a pace that was just impossible before.
And that incredible speed unlocks the 6th and final advantage: the power to go global in minutes. Seriously, something that used to be this monumental undertaking, launching your app in different parts of the world, is now something you can do with just a few clicks. You can give customers everywhere a faster, better experience without breaking the bank.
So when you start to put all 6 of these advantages together, you see they're not just separate perks. They combine to create this incredibly powerful new competitive edge for pretty much any business out there.
So let's do a quick recap. What's the new edge you get? 1. You trade massive upfront costs for low, pay-as-you-go costs. 2. You get the cost savings of huge economies of scale. 3. You stop having to guess about capacity. 4. You focus on your customers, not on managing hardware. 5. You boost your speed and agility like crazy. And 6. You can go global in minutes. Put it all together, it's a whole new way of doing business.
So you see, the cloud isn't just a piece of technology. It's really a fundamental shift in how we build things. It gives us the tools for innovation at a scale and a speed we've just never seen before. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build with it?